Welcome to Blake Street Banter, where one of us knows what the word banter means. All of us are along for the ride. We are here for the Colorado Rockies spring breakout game against the Chicago White Sox prospects. I know for me, this is the most exciting day of spring training for me, and I love that MLB has brought this highlight, this showcase into our lives. So excited.
Yeah, no, I'm stoked. I know we had said at some point it'd be nice if this was like a divisional game, so you see prospects that you're going to see a lot. But the White Sox are a really fun farm system, so we get to see some good talent either way.
Yeah, we get to see Hagen Smith start, and that was a guy that we kind of broke down during the draft season as a guy that we might draft. So it's fun to see the other side of this too.
Yeah, second-ranked left-hand prospect in the MLB, 5th overall in 2024, Hagen Smith. So we'll see what the lineup does against him. I had the lineup ready. Let me get to Twitter. I know Cole Carrigan is hitting leadoff for the Rockies, and then we have Adel Amador hitting second, playing second base. DH Drew Romo hitting third, which I absolutely love because the biggest knock is, can he hit big league pitching? Can he hit it all? And here he is, 3-hole DH. Hell yeah, let's go, big dog. Our guy, Kyle Karros, in the 4th spot. Sterling Thompson playing left field, which we saw a lot of him playing last year. In the Hartford Yard goes in 5th. Warming Bernabel. Now, this is interesting, Tyler and Lewis. Warming Bernabel is playing first base, not third base, first base. That's very interesting because our first base prospects are pretty late, especially the higher up we are. Mike, while I'm talking, can you fix this screen so everything's a little bit bigger? Get rid of that purple thing on the bottom. Benny Montgomery out in right field, hitting 7th. Ryan Ritter, Lewis's favorite player, hitting shortstop, hitting 8th. And then you got Betancourt playing catcher, hitting 9th. And then Big Dog Hughes is on the bump to start the outing. I know for me, I'm just happy that we're all here. We get to see Cole Carrigan at the beginning against Hagen Smith, which is going to be an intense matchup. I'm going to be honest, I don't know anything about the White Sox prospects at all. We'll try to look some stuff up while we're going. Didn't get that in the emails. So
I think one of the more interesting things about them, though, is they went from like a year ago being one of the worst farm systems in baseball to having added multiple top 100 guys in the last couple months, like since the draft and trade deadline. They added, Hagen Smith, who we've mentioned, but then there are 2 other top 100 guys that they added just recently, Kyle Teal and Braden Montgomery. They got in that, what's his face, Garrett Crochet deal. So those might be the 2 best hitters in their system, and they just acquired them recently. So Gabriel Hughes has his hands. Or his assignment, really, it's gonna be a tough lineup to get through.
Yeah. The White Sox made some sneaky good moves.
Yeah, and I mean, we love to talk about the top guys in systems, but what really ends up making a farm system is guys 5 through 20. Like that middle tier is the difference making area. Just those guys are going to become the future top 5 prospects, and there's so many more of them. So the White Sox are really rich in the middle of their farm system too.
That's what trading with the Padres, that's what you end up getting out of this.
Yeah, because they acquired a top 100 guy who already graduated in Drew Thorpe for Dylan Cease. So they've acquired a ton of talent. I think I saw MLB.com or MLB Pipeline rank their farm system or their spring breakout lineup, I should say, or roster as the second best. So we're looking at a pretty nasty group of guys.
Yeah, on that, I also saw that they gave points to the top prospects. Like if you're number 1 prospect, you get 30 points. Number 2 prospect, you get 29, blah, blah. And the Rockies are in the top 5 in point totals. So meaning we have some of the most top 30 prospects, according to MLB.com, playing in the prospect game, which is even cooler that we get to see that and have that going. And who's not on the top 30 list? I don't think Brian Betancourt's on the top 30 list. I don't think so. But Isaac Stevens is his favorite catcher, I believe. So to see Brian Betancourt get a start.
Probably Isaac.
Oh yeah, who is it? Stevens.
Bencourt or Palma.
Yeah, who is it?
The big two, yeah.
Who's the catcher in your life that you really just want to see succeed?
Or is it Andriel Antigua that we released, unfortunately?
Which is a bummer.
The cool thing I didn't know that they do is Bobby Meacham is the manager. I didn't know they took a minor league manager for this too.
Yeah. Bud's preoccupied right now. There's the real spring training game going on that probably has some people's attention, but this is where you should be pointing your eyes right now.
One pitch, one out. Cole Carrick is out right away.
Where did that ball go? Like
I have no idea. I was looking down and I looked up and here we are.
I don't think they showed it.
That's bad.
Yeah.
It's the White Sox.
It went up to right field, and he would have been hitting right-handed. So, put a pretty good swing into a ball opposite field.
This is an interesting score bug. I'm not gonna lie.
It kind of looks like MLB The Show a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that fastball for Smith is nasty.
We got Adel Amador. Let's go. Does Adel Amador have a shot at all making opening day roster with the injury to Thairo Estrada?
I mean, if there was a real injury to Estrada, yeah, I think he'd be probably would be the guy, but maybe not. And Jorge in the chat asked where they're showing the game. It's on MLB TV. It was a little bit weird where they put the game, but if you go in there, it's like the second row of games down.
It's like a grassy.
Yeah, you guys scroll down.
I mean, Harold Castro's still out there, I think, as a free agent. So, Bud wants to get his guy, he will.
Yeah, that was an interesting thought. Somebody put out there. Oh, it was your burner account. Rhino said that we should bring Bodie on. I don't like that. But it's like we have Kyle Farmer. We have who else did they bring? Owen Miller.
Yeah, it might be Owen Miller for a little bit.
Yeah, it doesn't make much sense to add another outsider, so to speak. And you have Aaron Schunk ready to go too, who got some big league time and was doing all right at the end of last season.
Not on the 40-man though, so.
Not on the 40-man, right? That's something we all had to worry about.
Oh, wait, is the game day ahead for you guys? I think it might be.
Yeah, it's a couple.
So do we want to hide it?
Oh shoot.
But I mean, yeah, that Amador at bat, I don't know if you guys really got to watch that.
Yeah,
Amador at bat was really nice.
Yeah, worked that walk. Yeah,
I think that was like an 7-8 pitch at bat, and I mean, you're facing Hagen Smith. This guy is one of the best pitching prospects in the sport. So for Amador's looked good in spring training, and doing it against a guy like Hagen Smith's one of the more talented pitchers he's going to face in spring training. But
I didn't know they had ads on game day. That's insane.
What do you guys see? I just want to make sure that we don't end up spoiling things for people.
The game day is way ahead.
Yeah, game day is ahead.
We are removing game day.
It's a good idea. But.
We are just us. I am seeing a scratch lotto ticket commercial.
Okay, good. All right, but yeah, I just didn't want to spoil the Romo double play for those that hadn't seen it. But that first pitch, not great, but also like it was swinging at a good pitch at least. So.
Yeah, do you have a rundown on Hagen Smith? Do you recall any of your?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know fully the specifics, but he can get up to the upper 90s. Like I think he's going to sit 95 to 97 with a left-handed fastball from a lower slot. And really, what makes him great is his slider. It's especially you get that lower slot on a slider, and you're able to get more horizontal with it. So those are the two pitches that'll get him to the big leagues. But I think he's working on adding a splitter. Well, he has a splitter, but he's developing that, getting it into his arsenal more. But fastball slider is just how he's going to attack guys. We'll see if he gets another inning. I don't know how all these teams are going to approach this game.
It's got to be just one for each one, right?
Probably. Yeah, probably. That'll be telling for the Rockets whether we're going to see 2 innings of Gabriel Hughes or not.
Right.
But they might be building this into their like routine, really. So we'll have to see.
Yeah,
because I don't think we'll see Chase Dollander. I don't think we'll see Dollander.
And he just pitched the other day, like 3 days rest or something crazy.
Yeah. So I think they put him on the roster for more of the publicity side of it. Like, let's put the best roster we can out there.
And It all hits the fan. We got somebody. Did you know Gabe Hughes' grandfather played baseball? And can you guess which organization he played for?
I want to go. I'm going to go Cincinnati.
Right region. No, Midwest team. Here we go. I have Gabe Hughes pitching pitch 1 right now.
Yeah, here we go.
We got a strike against Wolcott. His grandfather played in the minor leagues for the Detroit Tigers.
Oh, nice. Okay, that's a connection for you to be right around there.
all over it.
No, we end up having a lot of those Michigan baseball connections in the Rockies organization, though. It's actually kind of impressive. A lot of guys from Michigan, and just guys with connections there.
Right. Oh, 3 strikes, 3 out, 3 strike, 1 out. Heck yeah. He's pumped too. All right, Gabe Hughes.
Yeah, he's got swag.
Dog. Oh, is there StatCast for these? Mike, that's what you need to go look at. No?
No. I mean, they have it for some. It's weird. For some of it, they have had it, but they don't have. I don't think it's as complete as the regular. Actually, no. It looks like they might have most of the stats.
They might.
Scratch that.
It's being played at Camelback, which is the Dodgers, which would probably have StatCast set up. And then, Mike, can you guess how many times Warning Bernie Bell played first base last year for the Hartford Yard Goats?
6.
It is an actual number.
I'm going to go 6.
6? Higher.
6 is pretty. I'm going to go 11.
17 times. He played first base 17 times. That was the first time in his entire minor league career, his professional career, that he played any first base. So the Rockies being very thin at first base now that Grant Levine's no longer with the organization. Michael Tolia got promoted, is dominating, doing his thing. They're pretty light there. Our boy Zach Kokoska still hits dongs when he needs to, but not sure beyond that what we really have. They do?
Yes.
All right. Okay. So if we ask about pitches and stuff.
Yeah. Hagen Smith is lighting up the velocity. I mean, 95 plus.
I was going to say 97-ish. What was Gabe Hughes' first pitch of the game? Because that has some stink on it.
It's not on the leaderboard yet.
It looks like he hit 93 on basically every fastball so far.
Okay. It looks so much faster.
I mean, one of his trademarks. I know we try to talk about extension a lot with some of our pitchers. Like he's a guy who gets deep down the hill.
Yeah, he does,
and cuts an extra few inches off than the average pitcher. You know that makes a difference. It really does. I'd love to see Hughes more consistently, like 94, 95. I think that's where he could definitely be an MLB rotation guy long term. If he's sitting 94, 95, maybe grab a 6 here and there.
Yeah.
I mean, we forget how good
thick.
Gabriel Hughes is. There's a lot of talent in Gabriel Hughes.
He just struck out. That's like a top 40 prospect in baseball, and he just
Kyle Teal's no
embarrassing swing.
That was sick. All right, Gabe Hughes. I actually drew a Kyle Teal Bowman Chrome. Like when it got it graded, it got a 10 out of 10.
Oh, nice.
Grade. So I'm hoping he balls out so I can sell it to make some cash for some Rockies cards. But like Kyle Teal's no slouch. That
was a 2-0 count too. Like he was behind in the count against top 30 prospect and got 3 straight strikes to get out of it.
So now we have 4, 5, 6 coming up. Kyle Kara, Sterling Thompson, Warning Bernie Bell. Make your predictions. Put it in the chat if you're listening. How many base runners do we get this inning? I'm going with 2.
I'll go with we need to see who's pitching. That's the real determining. I think if Hagen's out there, it's 0.
That's true. Peter in the chat says 1. Peter, we'll take it. It's so hard to get hits in this type of game. It's like an all-star game, right? Like
it looks like it is Hagen Smith.
He's coming out for 2. That's insane.
Maybe that's at least the
it is, yes.
The game day still has he just threw a pitch. Yep. So they need to get back to the game.
Might get a ball.
0. I'm a White Sox fan. Jorge.
Hey, no, I
love that you're hanging out with us instead of some White Sox fans. I love that.
We do it differently over here. Who else is watching the breakout game live right now? Anybody out there on the internet? No.
Right. Jorge, do you know anything about the prospects? Can you give us a rundown? Who's your favorite prospect that you're kind of watching as they go through the White Sox? I mean, you're going through the shit like we are too. So
I was saying we can kind of bond over this. Yeah.
I mean, I wish we had some of these prospects the White Sox have.
Yeah. Kyle Carroll stepping into the box. Our Gold Glove winning, MVP winning friend of the pod, Kyle Carroll, who's done pretty well in the spring training. He's done really well.
Got nice wood on that 0-1 or that 1-0 pitch.
All right. Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, Smith is going to be really good. So
yeah, that's insane. This is my first Hagen Smith action. It's good.
Because I want to say last year he had struck out like the first 17 batters in a game for Arkansas. Like I don't think it was. I think he struck out 17 in the game and he struck out like the first 12 or something. So he is, yeah, he doesn't belong in the minor leagues for long.
That's just stupid. Like how does talent just ooze out of people like that? Like I don't have that kind of talent in anything.
No. I got to focus on being on time to make up for all that.
Right? My one talent, being on time. Need somebody there early? I got you. I can do that 10 out of 10 times. That was good wood there. Why is nobody there? Like, I would love to be.
I mean, yeah, they're just all hanging out. They don't really like. You probably have a lot of people out there who are like, "Oh, it's a prospect game. I'll go to the big league game." And little do they realize these dudes are better than the guys that are going to be playing by the fourth inning in the major league game.
Except for Duke and Darnell. I saw he was on the big league roster today, so shooting him.
They've been really adding. I know you were like, who's Jose Torres? Like they've been adding a lot of guys to the big league roster.
I felt bad about not remembering Torres in that Rule 5, but thank you, Isaac, for reminding us. Work to walk. That was a great at bat.
That's good at bat. Yeah.
That was a great at bat.
Isaac, way to go.
Right. Are you still eligible to be drafted? My varsity pitching career consists of 2 strikeouts and 15 innings pitched, so my strikeout rate is very similar to Hagen Smith's.
It's in the same ballpark.
Definitely the same ballpark. I mean, 2 strikeouts.
We get a write up on yourself, Isaac.
Yeah. How would you grade yourself?
Average fastball velocity. We need to know.
What's the vertical break on the slider, change up or whatever?
No, see what he's not telling us is he was a 2-way player, so he matched on the other side. So.
Dude, seeing Sorangelo pitch the other day, that was so much fun. Going 90, 95 from both sides. It was insane. Like, I knew about him, and everybody knows about him, but it was seeing that in a major league uniform in the spring breakout was so cool.
Yeah.
That's the coolest part of this is seeing prospects in, like, their team's uniforms.
Right? Like, this is the future, right?
Yeah. It's good for, like, editing.
I mean, yeah, a lot of these guys don't get a real spring. Like, we didn't see Sterling Thompson like get into big league games like early on or anything like that. He'd play the 8th inning or something like that. So cool seeing him out there for meaningful at bats.
Warming Bernabel is quite a story.
First base ace right here.
Yeah, might have a new path to the big leagues. So third base is pretty locked in.
Hold up, I'll check.
1.5 inch break, baby. Take it or leave it.
I don't know if you're talking about fastball or.
It's probably the curveball. People didn't know what to do with the curveball that moved so little, so that's how he got his strikeouts. But
I don't know if you guys remember, but Bernabel was like shot last December in a robbery.
Yeah, right.
So last season, it's insane that he even was able to go out there and play baseball after that.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's one of those things that's like baseball is fun, but baseball is not truly life. Although I'm sure he would say baseball is life.
Yeah, I did. I remember that, but I forgot about it in this moment. Yeah,
I want to
that
say
was
it
scary.
happened right before spring training, so
Yeah, it was
it was
late in
sort
the
of like, yeah,
offseason.
what's going to happen with him?
Yeah, but like he's got a kid, and I know the girlfriend or wife or whoever was there too. Like, so many scary parts about that.
I mean, it'd be nice if he could bounce back this year. He really hit the AA wall hard. He's got quick hands, but
A little bit of a drag
has
there.
has not shown. Oh, yeah, that was a nice hack. We'll take it.
He was 263 last year and almost 500 plate appearances, 17 doubles, 9 home runs, 64 RBIs. He was one of the more consistent players in the Hartford lineup. So
Yeah, that was off the bat at 97. So
yeah, that has some pop to it. All right, Benny Montgomery, see the swing.
Yeah, this is an interesting one to watch.
It's the timing mechanism. So they're working. They're working on the leg kick and the arms to all be timed up together. They're not changing this, which is pretty crazy because that was the biggest knock on him when he got drafted. Like, and we got to kind of quiet his pre-hitting stuff, and they're just going to let him go with it.
Dude, Kyle Karros with the steal, easy too. But yeah, I think with Benny, like,
your roommates were changed.
If you change too much with Benny, you risk just like kind of breaking him. Like, I don't know if guys can really relearn how to hit with such a new swing.
Right, you can only do so much in the cage and break everything that's made you great. Right, like you have to kind of have to work with it.
No, exactly. Like, there's a reason you got where you are, and you can't really reverse course and start over.
Yeah, and this poor guy just been hurt every single professional season.
He's definitely gotten, he's filled out a lot. Like, he's probably got that manpower now.
Yeah, he's stats say 6'5", 200. He looks bigger.
I'd see a 210 probably. That's what I would actually guess.
Maybe that's his mid-season playing weight.
Yeah, I can see that being 200.
What up, Nolan? Thank you for hanging out with us. Love that. Christopher, I got a couple of his audits with the Panini points. Watched him come through Spokane. Nice. Panini points. I've learned that. That's new to me. So I might have to start buying Panini. Trying to afford my son's card habit. Nolan Roth, I took the over for the Rockies wins this year, just like last year. How are we feeling about that? And Benny struck out. Dang it. I want the strikeouts to go. No. One hit, one base runner. I think you were right, Tyler. I think you said one.
I said 0 if it was Hagen. Right. Everyone else might have said 1, though.
So our average was correct as a group between you and Jorge and me and Mike. We got the average right. All right, Mike, are you taking the over? What is the line, Nolan? Is it 58.5? Is that what you took? Or was it 60, 62.5, something like that?
I think these are the two lowest teams in terms of win total.
Oh yeah, but I can't remember what the line was. I think it was 58.5. I saw it somewhere.
Yeah, I think I said a couple podcasts ago that the over is financial advice. That's how
responsibly. Yes, yeah, I remember that. Responsibly. Nolan.
You ever earned on that, and I think good things will happen.
I agree, Nolan. The over has to hit. Like, there's just too much nuance in baseball. There's too much talent on the Rockies to not get 60 games. I don't know.
Now, I would say this same exact conversation happened last year, where we had too much talent last year. We lost like 105 games.
It's going to be different.
But the talent is aged, right? Like, we have a seasoned Michael Toley who knows what he's getting into. Britton Doyle, Ezekiel Tovar, we're good.
Chris Bryant, you can sell me on Chris Bryant right now.
His numbers aren't showing out what his exit velocities that we all got excited about are really matching. However, he's healthy and he is a professional hitter. He was one of the best players at one time, at one point. I think that there's something there. I think you let Hunter Goodman hit a little bit more. There's some windows here that scream 62. Like, if you can, like, Dollander and Blaylock combined, 12 wins just from those two at minimum?
The one funny thing is that 2022 was like, or 2023, my bad, was so many of these spot starter type guys. That was kind of cut down last year, but the staff was still a little bit rough. So I don't know how many wins those guys do at this point. It was, you went from I don't even want to name off the guys that we saw in 2023.
No, we don't have to go that far back. We go to 24. We don't need to relive 23. That was a hodgepodge of mess.
Reopen some wounds.
Christopher, I think you're crazy. I didn't even read the rest of it, but I saw the first sentence. Christopher, I think the Rockies get at least 80, but I'm delusional. Yeah, okay, so we agree. All right, we're on the same page. Bean is going to go nuts, and I'm a big Hughes believer. I don't think we see Hughes this year. I don't think he's on a major league squad this year just because of the TJ and working through AA, that kind of stuff. But I'm right on board with you with Veen. I think Veen, I did put it out there on the Twitterverse, so you can fact check me when I'm wrong, but Zach Veen will be on the opening day roster in a week and a half.
Wow, we're almost there.
It's getting close. Yeah,
the 28th, 12 days.
He's sticking around. He's probably been their best offensive player in spring training. So
Ryan Ritter, dog. Oh,
hey. Wasn't Ritter's fault, so we're good.
This is his 18th game at first base. We're gonna just say that's growing pains, but it also looked like Ritter, like it came out of his hand weird.
Yeah, it was a weird throw, but also
it was a little weird.
I mean, good throw though. So
that. I don't even know if that's.
No, he should have gloved that. Yeah.
Did that hop?
That hit his glove. It just wasn't strong-handed with it. That's something Warming is going to take accountability for when he goes back in the dugout. He should have that. Growing pains.
That has to be an error. Has to be an error. I mean, shouldn't be on Ritter, but it'll probably be a Ritter error. Just don't put that on Gabe.
Yeah.
Go
ahead.
I wonder if some pitchers that got told they're playing in this game have been told, like, hey, you're not playing. Because they already have more than 9 pitchers, and we're going out here for 2 innings. It's a little...
Yeah.
And we were discussing that last week when we were previewing it. I think it's a 7-inning game, too. So there's a solid chance we don't see a lot of these guys. I didn't expect Hughes to go 2 innings.
No.
But I guess it really is.
That will work. Amador? Oh.
It definitely is like built in then to his like.
Let's go. That was sick.
Yeah, that was a great throw from Ritter.
Yeah, there was no questioning that. He didn't even make anything question that. Like, regardless, it wasn't out there for him.
Lewis, grade Ritter's glove like 20/80 scale.
He's gonna say
like a 95.
Yeah.
he breaks the scale.
That was a nice play by Amador. Like, he's not the most defensive great at second. Like, that was good. Nice little backhand.
I think he's going to have to learn plate discipline more than anything this year. I think if he does that, Ritter, then I think he has a backup role for like a decade straight. Just a little more than he worked on it last year a lot. The Ks went down, but he still needs more walks, more just refinement.
I mean, he's kind of a sneaky guy too. If there was a need at second base, get him up there.
He pulled that string so hard on that.
See, that's something that Hughes has not always had in his bag is the curveball. He's thrown it like a little bit here and there, but if he's throwing that in an at bat, Braden Montgomery, I think, is the best hitter in the White Sox system, and
there you go.
Like that ball was hit pretty hard at a straight up angle.
What was the stack cast on that? What was the EV on that?
Hopefully we get it in a sec.
95.8.
Oh, only 95.8. Okay, went 372 feet.
Yeah. So Ryan Ritter's walk totals was 35 walks last year and 318 plate appearances, which you would want that to be a little bit higher. It's about 10%. It's about 8%, 9%. It's not terrible, I guess.
He worked on his Ks a lot too, if I'm not wrong.
He had 88 strikeouts in 91 games, less than one, whatever. 88
divided by 14. Probably like 23%, I would guess, around there.
28.
Really? That's a lot higher than that. Usually, like the one a game is like 26, 25, 26. He was at 23, 23.6 last year.
Yeah, the year prior in
plate appearance. That was at bats, 318 at bats. I didn't have the plate appearances on it.
So he probably won't keep that right there at the major league level, but if he's at 25% in the big leagues, I think you're happy with that.
I mean, with where the game is right now, 100%. All right, let's hit up the chat here. Commercial. I think Jaden Hill is going to emerge. Potentially, Cade Denton flies up the minors this season too. We'll see Cade Denton. Love that guy. We need to get him on the pod soon. We'll see him in Spokane to start, and he'll be in Hartford by the end of the year. His stuff is just too nasty. Peter Groff, my bad. Is Veen the only rookie to break with big club next week? Oh, good question.
Well, there's gonna be some bullpen rookies.
Like if it's non-debut guy, like someone who hasn't debuted, that would be the only option.
The point of the question, the answer is probably yeah.
Yeah, let's go with non-debut guys. I love Dollander. I love his bounce back last outing, but I don't know if he's making the opening day. I think it's Blaylock's. I think Veen might be the only one. So, I mean, there's really nobody else competing for a spot right now.
Are we about to see Noah Schultz? Oh God, guys, it is.
Get
ready. Get ready.
Well, Hagen Smith is the number
2 Gavin Hollowell
pitcher in baseball. Noah Schultz, I think, is number 1. So we're facing the top 2 left-handed pitchers.
Yeah, he's dominant.
So we're getting a good look.
He's got Randy Johnson potential. Like
he looks
at his absolute best. This could be Randy Johnson.
This is insane. Yeah, I don't know anything about Nolan Schultz. When was he drafted?
I think he was a 21 high school draftee.
21 high school.
He was a Yankees guy, right? And then traded.
No, I think he was drafted by Chicago, but he was like a late bloomer in that it took him a couple years to really build out some consistency. Let's see. Yeah, our 2022 high school draftee.
Okay, still young.
6'9".
Jesus. Lanky motherfucker. All right, Christopher. I've thought that for sure when Todd Helton was talking about back last season. I was all about being still. Ever since I saw him playing in Spokane, I thought he was it. Saw him at the same time as well. Yeah, as Doyle and Tovar, and he was the clear-cut most talented player. Like, right, the eye test. Zach Veen passes the eye test 100% of the time. Brian Beckcourt hitting. Nolan Roth, a question for us. Who do you guys think is taking the biggest leap out of all the young guys? Like the biggest prospect leap? Let's go with that. Let's answer that question from the prospect perspective at any level. Who's making the biggest leap? I'm going Robert Claus. The way the front office talks about him, the way his athletic ability just showed out in the few games in Fresno last year, like there's not a lot to hate about Robert Claus. I can see him starting in Fresno and hit up Spokane by the end of May, like real quick. I could also see a world where he's starting at Spokane because this man is talented.
I feel like I've used this guy as an answer to a question similar to this already this spring. I think Yordi Vargas just goes nuclear in his return. Like such a high talent level, but we just haven't gotten to see him much at the full season level. So I think getting eased back into things, he'll look really good. I think.
Yeah, we've been really lucky seeing Gabe Hughes come back. Right, we had the Arizona Fall League. We saw some spring training stuff. We don't have that with Vargas, so they'll be fun. All right, Mike. Sorry for talking.
No, you're good. I'm gonna go Luigi Casilla.
There you go.
It's a good one.
If there's a guy that will really like turn on to the radar, no one really knows about him nationally yet, but I think at the end of this year, I think a lot of people will have their heads turned.
Hey, Carrick put a little bit of a ride into that.
Yeah,
that probably went 360. I'm waiting for the exit velocity to pop.
Exit velocity was 92.
That's your guess?
That's my guess. That did not look like a good.
It didn't look super hard, but that thing carried. That's what's weird is they didn't get his first exit velocity in the first inning.
Nobody was ready for it,
and they don't have it in yet. That current one, so it's like, what if something about Cole Carrick they're just like not measuring?
It's like Area 51. They're trying to like hide it, you
know. Nobody needs to know who Cole Carrick is.
Yeah,
alien.
Dangerous for the public.
Alien talent. I mean, they still don't have it in there. Usually pretty on the spot with the exit velos. So I think they actually are Area 51ing him. I will say though, like to answer maybe Nolan's question and like include everybody, and this for me, and I included it in Noah's staff predictions, which plug in that article now. We'll have our staff predictions.
Oh yeah, good call.
Some bold takes dropping in a couple of weeks, hopefully right before opening day. I picked Hunter Goodman as a breakout guy, and I've historically been a little low on him. Like I don't
you don't like him at all.
Skill sets like that where it's a lot of swing and miss, a lot of chase, but I think he's starting to become a more mature hitter, and I mean that power can just play. So I think he takes a big leap.
I've seen some of his at bats this spring. He definitely worked on contact. Like there was a 2-strike at bat that he had, and he lined it down the line for a single, and where he would have probably been swinging out of his shoes last year. So I agree with that. I like that. I forgot who I picked for that. I'm usually right though, so we'll have to wait.
I know. I like Goodman. Easier. I think the game theory, he's really good. If you have like,
dude, Brody Brecht, let's go.
Oh,
well, it's gonna be fun.
No
yeah,
way.
The game theory with Hunter Goodman, absolutely. I need StatCast all day on this.
That was a 96 heater to start it out.
I love his over the top power windup.
I mean, yeah, that is going to generate a lot of ground balls. So I think he was a great target for the Rockies. Just you don't even need him to throw a ton of strikes. Just his stuff's going to play at the bottom of the zone. Like look at that. Look at that breaking ball. That's the best pitch in the organization.
It lives there.
That is the best pitch in the organization.
Christopher Michaels in the chat giving us some lowdown on Carrot. I believe that.
I'm not surprised.
I'm not surprised whatsoever. Dude is boisterous and he's got a little swag to him. I can see him being upset with a strikeout.
Wow. Guys, this is the best pitch in the organization. Majors, minors, doesn't matter.
The curveball?
It's like his slider thing is
like
nasty.
Cutter. I think it's
they list it as a cutter, but you 3 in a row. Just that's an unhittable pitch. Straight up.
What's that speed on that pitch? Because it looks fastball until that's 88. His fastball is probably sitting in 95.
Yeah, 95, 96.
And that's coming in the same plane. Like that's insane.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, we talked to, I forget who the pitching coach was who kind of helped develop him a little bit this offseason. And he was just like, yeah, you can't tinker with that breaking ball. Like that is perfection. Like I think he got more spin on his fastball. Like his fastball is going to have some kind of like life on it at the end, but he's like, we're not messing with anything else. Just let that slider eat.
Yeah, this is.
Oh, that's actually a pretty cool graphic. Yeah.
I think the Browners, cutters, and
fastball and low.
So, there you go.
I don't know if he's a country guy, but they should his I feel like that one song that's like I got friends in low places would be a good, and he's not really even going to have a walk-up song as a starter that much. I don't know what they usually do, but
a little, if he becomes a closer ever, a little Mariano Rivera Sandman, but you got the low places coming in.
We'll have to ask if we talk to him again. We'll be like, are you a country guy? Because
he's from Iowa, I would imagine.
You're playing in low places.
he definitely has some Garth Brooks in his life. I was surrounded all the time in Nebraska, so like there's 3 radio stations out there and they're all country.
Yeah, the cornfield music, seriously.
Oh, Sterling. Okay. Looked like a weird route. What if it's a little windy out there?
I mean, I feel like that would explain why some of these balls have really carried out there to the warning track.
That was a unique route. Put 3 up, 3 down. Nice. I like that.
His fastest was 97.1.
That was 3.
I mean, that'll play. He doesn't need to hit 100. Like if he's upper 90s, like 96, 97, with that cutter slider thing, whatever we call it. Like I think it definitely is a slider. I hate that Savant. They don't know how to classify pitches, so it says it's a cutter. That is a slider.
Does Zach Agnos make opening day, We're all saying no on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I wish that'd be pretty awesome.
We would love that too.
Mid-season.
Yeah. Dude just throws strikes and can get people out. He has a very fun, unique skill set. Jorge Montoya is y'all's 2024 first round player in this game. Charlie Condon is not playing in this game. He got hit. Nope. Dove for a ball. Hurt his hand, his wrist. He's only out 4 to 6 weeks. He was supposed to be playing, but I think about 4 or 5 days ago, hurt his wrist. So we will not see Charlie Condon play today. We'll have to wait till May before we see him in game action again, which is a bummer. Because we are all on the Charlie Condon hype train.
Gotta say though, like crisis averted. That the way I don't know enough about the medical terms, and I guess I'm getting my knee. This is like my kneecap moment, basically. The way it sounds like the term of non-displaced fracture seems like just the bone got like cracked. Like there's like I feel like with the wrist, you have a lot of potential for things to get all messed up. If it's just like one of those regular run-of-the-mill cracks in the bone, like you just throw a cast on that thing for a few weeks and you're healthy in a few weeks. Getting that strength back for him will be the interesting part.
Right. And we saw with Zach Veen, like it took a while to come back from those things, just being consistent with it. One more for you guys. Which Rockies player are you drafting first on your fantasy baseball team? We're a keeper league, and you can pick up players and keep anybody on your roster from last year. I went out and picked up Chase Dollander last year, and I was able to keep him. So I get to keep him for a 20th round pick. So he's my pick. Somebody I might draft to be part of my team this year is probably Michael Toglia. First base is a little light. I can get him late in the draft. So Michael Toglia might be my guy. The home runs are just too hard to find.
I know sometimes they keep like old players that are retired in the system, so I might draft Chuck for like last round,
just sentimental value.
Locker room guy.
Boosting the morale of the fantasy squad. I would probably target Ezequiel Tovar. Yeah, you might get 30 homers out of a shortstop. You're not going to get everything else, but independent. I mean, scoring is crazy all over the place, so it depends, but.
Yeah, he's cheap enough too, just because the shortstop position he's going to beat that out.
He's probably getting.
Oh my gosh!
Nice.
That was like a loopy throw too.
I feel like I'm a little disappointed he didn't beat that out.
Yeah.
Like, did he not?
That was Almador, right?
Yeah. Just wonder if he didn't burst out of the box because he thought that was going to be an easier play.
It's a good play by Colson, though.
That is a good play.
Yeah, no, that is a spectacular play.
Maybe he just got there quicker than it kind of seems. I don't know.
Yeah, it definitely was quicker than it looked at first, the throw.
It looked like he was a little slow out of the box, like because he had to reach for that pitch. And then also he watched that ball a little bit till it got to Montgomery. So
gotta head down, go. Estrada at second base can be a sneaky good pick. Yeah. Not to give my fantasy baseball draft playing out of the way, but yeah, Estrada's on my, if I don't have a second baseman late, like 15th, 16th round,
that's how drafts always go. You're like some position you just don't draft, and you're like, oh well, I guess I'm screwed here, but maybe this guy can save me.
I think I'm waiting late on first base this year. I think because we got like Vlad, Harper, Freeman, and Olsen, and that's about it. They're gonna go super early. So I think I'm just going to wait on first base this year. I'm trying to talk myself.
I realize Estrada has more seasons of good baseball than bad. So even like this is less of a fantasy perspective, but it wouldn't surprise me if he's like a borderline Arsenal
chasing
July.
Honestly, I think he was my breakout player. I think Thairo Estrada was my breakout player in Noah's BSB takes. Because I said pretty much exactly what Mike just said. Because he's good. He's going to hit. His bat is going to play at Coors. But then I also put in there, he's going to be so good, they're going to trade him for somebody. And those somebody's coming back are going to be better for the club. So he's going to break out in a good way.
No hate to Drew Romo, but he just got dominated by Noah Schultz.
I mean, a lot of people are going to get dominated.
Yeah.
He is the number one pitching prospect in all of Major League. It's insane. Yeah, Chunky Monkey. I would love to see Chunky Monkey as the utility second base if Estrada's hurt.
80 out of 80 vibes.
80 out of 80 vibes. 100%. I love that, man.
Might even make that a shirt.
Put it on the list of t-shirts that we come up with that we won't ever do anything with.
That was the off-season goal.
Yeah, off-seasons go fast. When you grind the way we did last year, we're just like, no baseball. Nothing.
Yeah, not at all.
I wanted to do some video essays.
I mean, yeah, it's fun to have your ideas, but then the reality of getting them out there is not always an easy thing.
We gotta ask people the most used emoji. I don't know if you guys just saw that, but
I did see that.
We have to start asking prospects that.
No, we don't. I absolutely hate that
question. We'll save that for Noah. Noah can do that at the ballpark.
Yeah. Show me your.
Oh, that's do a video series of imitating your favorite emoji. Something stupid. It could be fun.
This game is flying by.
And Noah's young enough where you can still get away with it, so it'd be fine.
I don't know. Maybe he has to up his profile this year. Like ask all the serious questions. Like what is the meaning of life?
That's there we go.
What is life? Everyone will love that. Thinking real deeply at the ballpark today.
You can ask him like the trolley problem and see what he's.
I don't know if we'd be shut down real quick.
Someone cool might answer it, and then simultaneously that would be like, hey, Kevin Collins, like, who is this guy? Like, get him out of here.
Who on the Rockies would be the philosophical one, the deep thinker that would, like, the meaning of life answer?
Do we have one?
It's funny because I would have said last year, like, that Jake Cave would have entertained the question.
He definitely
would have entertained it. Yes. Yeah.
I don't think he'd answer it seriously though.
No, he'll probably say like tacos on Tuesdays.
I'm inclined otherwise to say, and I really don't know a ton about him, but I'm inclined to say Jake Bird would be the most philosophical. That or Sean Bouchard. These like UCLA.
I don't know because I feel like the Jake Bird. I have a different vibe after the Bryce Harper thing. So.
He's a little
rough. Good take.
But yeah, I'll take my chances with the UCLA guys.
Yeah, just a little bit deeper.
That or no, maybe Jacob Stallings. He's got all this wisdom.
I would say Stallings is the one that I'm looking at. Yeah.
Stallings catchers probably think a little bit differently, right? I can see Stallings saying something deep.
I think that's the question. Instead, it's just who's the most philosophical guy on the team. That'd be funny to.
Ooh, Mahoney.
Oh, nice. All right. Mahoney. Little wake up call.
Humping in on the chase. I'm hoping big season for Mahoney coming
95.4 on that.
I feel like
he's a dog.
Got on a little bit last year.
Did they cut him out of the? No, he's at number 30 on the Rockies' top prospect list. That was one where we're like, how does he drop after having such a good first pro season? Like they had him as like a late teens, early 20s guy, and then they drop him to 30.
Yeah, that was really weird.
I got a question for you guys. A little quiz here. How many home runs did Jack Mahoney hit in college?
3.
7.
It was 2. So.
He wasn't a two-way player very long, was he?
I think it was when he was hurt. He did it. Like
okay.
The Shohei thing, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, it was 1 year he did it. So
1 year he hit. Okay.
19 plate appearances, 2 home runs. So there you go.
That's the ratio that Isaac had. That tracks. Bergolia. Yeah, next inning we'll probably start seeing some
I think some
hitting replacements.
Yeah, I don't think they'll let guys go 3 times through. So I think we still have a couple guys at the bottom of the order. We might see some defensive replacements.
Oh, Benny's a good one for Philosopher.
Yeah, it's just that curve. This is no offense to Benny. It's just it's hard to think of somebody so young as so philosophical.
Wise, yeah, I get it.
Like you're thinking the grizzled vet, Jacob Stallings, or some crazy arm barn bullpen arm guy. That's a good pitch. What is Jack Mahoney's ceiling? Number 3, number 4 starter?
Yeah, that's about it.
I'd say number 3, like absolute ceiling. Realistic ceiling is probably like 4 or 5. Oh, they got a challenge. First challenge.
Oh, nice.
I don't like it. That's BS.
I didn't know. I don't know why I assumed it wasn't in play. I don't know. All right, Kyle Teal up. That's my. Might get bad.
This is a test. This is a test right here.
Christopher, you're a lucky dog, man. Getting an extra Mahoney card, debut card with it. That was awesome. And tell me more about the debut cards. Do you know anything about the debut cards, Christopher? Because I don't know much about them. I never see them. I don't know where to get them, but I see them with the Topps in the Topps format. Because like those debut cards would be pretty cool for some of the guys that we've talked to. I saw Kate Denton had a debut card. It's like, oh, sweet. That was a good pitch.
Yeah, you can. I like that he has a few shapes to go to. Like a lot of prospects, especially in a game like this, will really go 2 pitches. He's dropped the curveball. He's dropped the cutter, slider thing, dropped the fastball.
I mean, Hughes went to 5 pitches. Well,
Whew.
Hot shot.
Ooh. I'm hoping we get another inning. I guess, I would have. I'd love to see another Mahoney inning, though.
Right.
I think I really would have liked a Breck to go out there for 2 innings, but they might just go 1 for everybody from here on out.
Breck's a guy that, like, I mean, I'll when he's pitching, I'll have my screen recording ready.
Yeah, please do. We need as many of those videos pumping this season.
The pitching coach that we've been talking to about Brecht, he's I guess at the game, and he just sent a video to the BSB DMs behind the plate. I wonder if we can find him.
What angle? What angles? Look, first base side, third base side.
On our TV screen, he'd be to the right of the catcher, 3-4 rows up. He's like we're looking at him on the screen somewhere, I think. Like it looks even more severe from that angle. If you guys want to go look at it, it's pretty cool.
I mean, yeah, just seeing it in effectively pro ball it's a different beast than college.
Oh, that's fair.
Wow. Nice bounce though for us.
Yeah.
Because Australia is fast.
That Thompson arm though, I mean, not that he's trying to gun him there, looked a little not strong.
Yeah.
That felt like
he was getting excited, but
like he was getting ready to go, and then he sees he's not going to go.
That might have been what it was, just kind of holding some things back. Because I think you always think about you can just bury a guy in left field if they don't have an arm, but
no,
I feel like that's an important place to have an arm always.
Right.
Not quite as much as right field, but. Yeah, I like that he's so confident in the curveball.
Where do you guys think he starts at, Mahoney? High A, or he's gonna make that jump?
He's going to Hartford.
I think because when we were doing our top 40, I was like, how many guys can start in Double A? There's so many guys who could.
Because you have Juarez, who kind of has to go there.
Right? Yeah, he's for sure one. I mean, because there's also just a lot of guys you don't want to put in AAA for the purpose of avoiding them getting shelled.
Yeah, annihilated.
Like, I think Hughes is AA just to get him back on track.
Yeah, look at there.
Yeah, you bring it up. What's Rocky's resource?
I mean,
Sullivan's not going to be maybe ready opening day, but he's probably a starting AA guy.
Mason Green, Blake Adams, like, where are those guys going?
So AA, according to Rocky's resource, has Chase Dollander, Gabe Hughes, Sean Sullivan, UNR Herrera, Mason Albright, Blake Adams.
Well, Herrera's
out, Sully's out. Mason Albright, maybe. But then you have Connor Stain, Case Williams, Chris McMahon. Don't have any update on those two.
So that's a lot of guys that could be there. I think you'll see. I think Mason Albright goes to AAA though, which seems maybe counterintuitive since he's so young.
Yeah, he's only 22.
But in ways, I think they want to just test him, and he's not quite the same level of prospect as those other guys, like a Hughes or a Dollander.
I mean, I think there's even more of an interesting, like, bottleneck in high A and A ball, because you see high A has like 7 guys that 2 of them are going to probably have to move to the bullpen. And then, like, a guy like Pacheco, is there room for him there? And you want to get like Connor Eaton going.
Yeah, that's true.
You want him to keep there. I would want him to keep as a starter. Then Vargas has to make one.
Yeah, and then Vargas is probably in that high A rotation.
The high A rotation seems pretty stacked too. You got Vargas, Mahoney, Prosecki, Kopet, Cox, Kaminska.
Yeah. See, yeah, I think Kaminska's possibly a AA option.
Yeah. There's some decisions there.
But
I remember last year around this time, a little bit, obviously, when they're really about to decide the rosters, where like somehow the starting rotation was like the most fascinating topic, like all the rotations around.
I will say, now you bring that up. If you guys remember last year, Prosecki was like not on a roster for like 2 months or something, and we did not know why. It was like a mystery.
It was elbow inflammation. You can see that in the write-ups on BSB, our top 40 write-ups. It was left elbow inflammation, and he just was out for a few months.
Just no word at all, though, on the street about it. Just vanished.
No, they're so tight-lipped around Rocky's world.
Yeah, especially for the guys like that, there's not a ton of people trying to read articles for Mike Prosecki. It'd be cool if there were.
Missing out, honestly, but
I'd love it if there were. Yeah. I think this is probably my last half inning. We got Selection Sunday coming on any moment, and
I do have to watch that.
I love this, but there's only one Selection Sunday every year. There will be more baseball.
Broncos get in,
Yeah, you get to be sweating, Lewis.
I don't think we're gonna make it, but
I think if they do make it, they're again like the part of the first 4. Yeah.
We're like 0-10 all time in the tournament. I just want that one. It's like us in Nebraska. Like, I think you guys won last year.
We got a win last year. Yes, we got one. We broke the streak.
Yeah, watch them. They just hate the Mountain West, the committee. So I bet they.
Because that one year they put like 6 teams in, and they all lost.
Which was stupid because they put them in and they were all chalked to lose. It was like, what are they going to win as 10 seeds? Like, they could, but you were projecting them to lose and they lost. So
yeah, I'm a big fan.
CSU.
Yeah, CSU
Rams any good?
Probably stole Boise's bid.
Oh yeah, they got the automatic bid. So
yeah,
I mean it's kind of. I was watching the Big West last night, and they're like these 2 teams with basically 30 wins, and only one of them's getting in the tournament. I'm like that. I know that they're not as good as power conference teams, but like I would love to see more mid-majors.
Yeah, I think they deserve it. I know that means nothing, but I think they deserve it.
Yeah, I agree. Give us UC Irvine. I don't think if we have any UC Irvine Rockies dudes. I don't think so.
I don't think so.
trying to think what Big West. I don't think we have any big. I don't think we have any Big West guys in the Rockies organization. It's a good baseball conference.
We have Tommy Hopfe,
right, Sterling.
Mountain. Yeah, we have, and then Cole Carrig, Mountain West. They definitely do some West Coast scouting.
Andrews, EJ Andrews.
Yeah.
Yep. Fresno State.
All right, let's go, Sterling.
I know we got to get some bats going. There you go. That was driven. All right, double to start. There's that bat that we all love to see. All right, Sterling, let's go. That was good.
Boom.
He's back, baby.
So yeah, we never got a Cole Carrig exit velo, but that was 105.1.
Yeah,
that's very hard.
Down and away, hits the right gap. Heck yeah, man. That was a good hit.
I think something underrated about Thompson is like the raw power there, like his ability to impact baseballs like that. It's there. He just doesn't hit a ton of fly balls. It's a lot of stuff like that.
These guys are chilling. All right, Bernabelle, what can we do?
Hey Tyler, are you watching the Sunday selection thing?
I'm turning it on right now.
Thanks to your banter talk, Selection Sunday.
We're gonna
let me know if Boise gets it or not. I don't think we will. But...
I mean, I'm just gonna go.
We're
hop on that here in probably 2 minutes. I don't know. I think they usually do like 5 minutes of fluff. So probably not starting for a sec.
And we'll be out of here after this half inning. My kids have infiltrated the watch room.
Management is acting up.
Yeah, it's time for you to be done. So you got Benny.
Yeah, I want to see him put a ride into something.
I just want a good swing out of him. Good contact swing. Might have been his pitch.
All right, yeah, they're starting the selection now. Auburn officially the 1 overall seed, so that's what you tuned in for, everybody, is to get basketball analysis.
I love the reactions too.
Yeah, that's the best part of
the discourse around it. It's gonna be so great.
I remember last year we were the first 4, but we played Colorado, who had like 2 NBA lottery picks or something.
Yeah, they were really good. They should have beat Marquette. I was pissed that they didn't beat Marquette. They had them, and then like just fourth quarter couldn't quite get over the hump. Yeah, this part. Yeah, I just want to talk about the tournament, but I'm holding myself back right now. Like first, the 8-9 seed. That's all I'll say. 8-9 seeds this year are going to be disgusting. Like we're going to see a 1 seed upset in the round of 32 for sure.
Hot take. There you go.
Cold take.
Luke, when you make your brackets, everybody.
I'll make mine tonight. And then, are we doing the BSB fan thing or not fan thing, but community thing?
I think Noah's going to try to get set up.
All right.
Actually, an important topic for our most of our viewers. We're getting the announcement for the Denver first round games right now. So if you're in Denver, you can go see Michigan play. Big Blue.
Tyler finding the reason to bring
it. There is a connection.
No. Stream's going off the rails.
All right, Ritter, it's up to you to get us a selection Sunday.
All right. If he hits home run, we can go. We get through it. I want to keep watching. I want to see Ashley Andujar. I want to see Hidalgo. I want to see some of those young guys play.
Yeah, I might end up after we throw this on my laptop and then TV have Selection Sunday.
Right. Switch the screens up a little bit. Like, yeah, there's still more talent that we're not able to see. I also want to see Cole Carrig. Now he's done playing probably.
He's probably
want to see him do something cool in the outfield. Dude's a freak.
Yeah, here's another March Madness connection. His school, an 11 seed playing in the first four against North Carolina, San Diego State.
Wow, North Carolina got in.
When do games start? Do they start Tuesday, Wednesday?
Those first four, I think it's Wednesday and Thursday, and then Friday is the first round.
Okay. How
did UNC get in? We're not getting in then if they got in.
Yeah, I kept seeing that they're the first four out.
Yeah,
because like it's just the committee. The committee is the committee, you know.
Bias.
And Lewis, if it's like UNM just was made a 10 seed, so looking pretty bad for the Mountain.
Yeah, it's over.
Justice for the
NIT though. Release that bracket, you know.
Yeah, no.
Ritter, good swing, and that's a nice way to
move somebody over 90 feet closer.
Aaron is begging.
This is what. No. Try not to get my kids on the screen, but this is what they are infiltrating me with. Like it's out of hand. Bringing in monster robots. Ooh.
North Carolina is 1-12.
Ah, dang it!
Oh, what a catch!
That was a good catch.
That sends us home, though. So
that does send us home. Got a little off the rails there those last 15 minutes. So thank you all, Christopher. Thank you for hanging out, Nolan. Thank you. Hopefully, you guys are still in the chat. It was fun. It's what we like to do. The prospects, breakouts, all that. Hopefully, continue watching. Keep tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow, and me and Tyler will be for sure talking top BSB top 40 and some other prospect stuff. So tune into our YouTube tomorrow night. Bye, y'all. Nolan, we love you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Nolan. Go Rocks, minor league affiliates. Woo!